et notre jeunesse. Je vous remercie.
Merci Madame la Ministre pour avoir tiré
UNFPA, the resident UNFPA representative for Benin. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, good evening. We want to thank you for coming to this press conference and for the interaction that we Let me welcome the Honorable Minister of Development and Economic Planning. I started by thanking the ladies and gentlemen of the press for coming to this press conference and for covering our activities in the Republic of Benin in the last few days. We have had a series of activities here which we believe have been extremely successful. The first of the activities we had was a meeting of 46 countries of UNFPA representatives, in which we were looking at the issue of family planning in those countries and making sure that we are able to chart a new course for the way we would do family planning in those countries, including the Republic of Benin, and making sure that it is not a vertical program, but an integrated program. At the end of the period of consultation, which was a few days, we had all of the 46 representatives on the same page, and they've all gone back to try and ensure that they can take advantage of the new opportunities available for family planning. If you recall, on the 11th of July of this year, the world came together in London to hold a family planning summit. And that summit was organized by UNFPA, DFID, and the Gates Foundation. And we had new commitments for family planning. And we believe that going forward, these countries that have come together and a few more would benefit from those new commitments that we have. And so we are trying to make sure that we can take advantage of these commitments and integrate this into country programs in a manner in which it will have the maximum effect within countries. After that, we have come to also participate in the Africa Youth Forum. This youth forum has brought together African youth ministers and youth from the region. This is an affirmation of the commitment of the government of Benin under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency Boniyayi, who incidentally is the president of the African Union at this point in time. And it sends a strong signal that Africa is ready to listen to its youth and will work collaboratively, engaging with youth so that they can create new spaces for them to contribute to development of Africa. That youth meeting is ongoing, and we have ministers of youth from various countries in Africa, and we were hoping that the outcome of it would be a position of Africa that will go into the Global Youth Forum, which is going to happen in Bali in December, early December. That Global Youth Forum that will happen in December is also going to now also give us a handle on what youth around the world are saying in terms of how they want to participate in the development agenda beyond 2015. And so this is a process, but this is also important for young people and their participation in both national and global development. And we are happy to have been able to hold this meeting in Cotonou because it sends a strong signal of the leadership of the Republic of Ghana under His Excellency, the President of the Republic, who incidentally at this point is also the President of the AU. And the third activity, which will start soon, is an activity which also brings together countries, about 9 of them, that will look at how we as UNFPA, working with countries, can accelerate and advance the course of the development of the young adolescent girl. Now, one of the things that we must remember is that during this period, Benin itself is celebrating the third anniversary of its launching of KAMA. KAMA is a campaign to accelerate the reduction of maternal mortality in Africa. And if you look at the figures and the statistics, those who actually are most vulnerable in Africa when it comes to people who die giving birth are young girls who are not ready to give birth, but unfortunately find themselves pregnant. And so they do not have the services, or they do not have the courage to come out to get the service which they require. And I want to endorse the position of the Minister of Health that the solution to this is about providing age-appropriate sexuality education to every young person, particularly the young girl, and to also ensure that they can access services, including contraception, so they do not fall prey of unsafe abortion, which tends to kill them. And so we are here to support all that. We're also here to ensure that going forward, that Africa would, in a very holistic way, develop human capacity that would ensure and enable Africa to use that human capacity to innovate and create and develop itself. Development, the Minister of Health, and the Minister of Youth, who is not here, who is here, have been excellent. And the truth of the matter, I said it before, is that I've been to many places, and I've been to just about every continent in the world. This is the best reception that I've had so far.
L'UNFPA doit faire en sorte que la planification familiale